Because we've had such a long hiatus, this is really the beginning of our road to Qatar. It would have been nice if we'd started, basically 2 years ago, but this is essentially it. It's a massive opportunity for some players to stake a claim to be called back up into the squad for March in particular, for the qualifiers, and then hopefully beyond to the Intercontinental playoff. It's tough for some of those players, particularly the A-League players that aren't here, but all that does is provide an opportunity for others.
Kakachi, 4 white shirts in the middle, and Callum McCowart puts New Zealand in front in Dublin.
Probably one way of describing these international windows is a little bit like speed dating. You really get very little time to work with the players, really put some plans in place. So that was the beauty of Tokyo. We had a really good build-up. The way the players connected as a group, the brotherhood they formed, was really evident for people to see how they played on the pitch. They were not prepared to let each other down. They took themselves well and truly out of their comfort zone. And that sort of mentality now and that approach is really, I guess the baseline for what we want to build on inside the All Whites, with so many players obviously having been there in Tokyo and now being here as well.
Elijah Just, good ball across and in from Woods. What a pass and what a devastating counter-attack.
As most people will be aware, Woodsy is the most passionate Kiwi you'll ever come across, and he just loves playing for his country and he wants to score goals for his country. And we're going to have to temper that enthusiasm. There's only a short little window between the games, and so we're just going to have to see how players pull up. The conditions here are absolutely brutal. It's particularly warm, so with such a short window in between, recovery is going to be critical, and obviously that'll just be a conversation with Woodsy himself. Sarpreet's a quality player, and even in the one session we've had so far, that's extremely evident. He brings some real technical ability. He sees the picture in front of him, probably unlike any other New Zealand player prior. So he's a special player. Our job now is just to get him on the ball in positions where he can really influence the game. We watched Curaçao against Bahrain. Even though they ended up on the wrong side of the scoreline, they were dominant in the first half. They did struggle with the heat as well. From about the 60th, 70th minute onwards, you could see them rapidly decline in terms of their output. But they've got some quality players. We all know the Dutch style. They offer some real threats. That's why they're ranked 70, 78, 79 in the world, and we're down in the 120s at the moment. We're here to win football games, and that's the mentality of this group of players. We've got some real talent in the squad. You add some of these experienced players that now are coming in. I'm excited, and that's the mentality here now. We're not here just to make up numbers and turn up. We're here to win football games.